With so many hair care products on the market, standing out takes more than just a great formula. Crown Affair founder Dianna Cohen built her brand around the idea that hair care should feel more like a daily ritual than a chore. In today's Founding Females California Live correspondent Laila Muhammad sits down with Dianna to learn how she turned that vision into one of beauty's most talked about hair care brands.
Rituals are habits, but they're habits that have meaning.
For Dianna Cohen, that belief became the foundation of Crown Affair, a hair care brand designed to bring more intention to everyday moments.
This all started with you and the Google Doc. What was in that Google Doc that you sent out to your friends?
My magical Google Doc. So I somehow became the friend that was obsessed with hair.
An obsession that would lead to a carefully curated list of 12 favorite finds and tips.
I sent it to a couple girlfriends and it went viral. People were trying to get into this doc, and that was the light bulb moment of like, there's such a disconnect.
That light bulb moment would become her life's work. Today, the brand is known for its thoughtfully designed tools, elevated formulas, and cult favorite products. But its roots go back much further.
What was your relationship with hair care when you were growing up?
I didn't love my skin. I always had skin issues growing up. My hair really became my security blanket, and because of that, I really took the time to learn about hair and how to take care of it.
It all started at home.
My mom every night would brush my hair before bed. My mom really taught me the principles. I would do a weekly hair mask, which sounds crazy when you're like, I don't know, 13 or 14, but I don't know, she really taught me those rituals.
Those childhood lessons would shape Dianna's entire approach to hair care.
It's not just this, 2 hours painful moment of styling and doing your hair, which can be fun in its own way, but it's about these little ways that you show up for yourself. A ritual signifies that there's intention behind the action.
That philosophy extends to every Crown Affair product.
In Italy, we work with a family that's been hand making our brushes for over 150 years. Our combs are made from a plant-based cellulose acetate in Switzerland. A lot of our formulations are taken from Japanese rituals.
Sometimes innovation starts with a problem.
I used to keep a little aerosol travel dry shampoo in my desk drawer, and I went to go reach for it, and I was out. But I needed dry shampoo, so I had to get creative, and I reached for my Laura Mercier translucent powder and a kabuki brush, and I dusted it all in my hair. And my hair had the best volume, and I went to dinner, and people were like, Dianna, your hair looks amazing. What did you do?
The experience would inspire Crown Affair's dry shampoo, a product that took more than 2 years to develop. When Crown Affair launched in January 2020, the brand offered just 4 products. Weeks later, the world came to a standstill.
So you launched this business right before the COVID-19 pandemic took off. Talk about what you learned about building a business during that time.
I think for beauty brands that already were in market, they really took off during COVID because people knew about them, people were home, but getting the word out and kind of spreading the gospel, if you will, when everyone's at home, I had to get creative and figure out how to spread that same surface area of special, if you will, digitally versus physically.
That challenge soon became an opportunity.
The message of taking your time and figuring out rituals at home really resonated with people. All of a sudden, people couldn't rush to their salon or their stylist. They're like, maybe I will do a hair mask on a Sunday all day.
The pandemic revealed another need. Young women were reaching out for advice and connection.
So you are really big on mentoring. You have a mentorship program. Tell us about it, Celine.
Elaine, who's now my CEO, and I sat together. We're like, mentorship has been so important to us in our lives. And there's so many women reaching out, we should make a program. Within 1 hour, we had over 250 applications.
Wow.
And through that week, we had thousands of applications. It means so much to me. Mentors have changed my life. I love mentoring people, and it will always be at the heart of what we do. It's been in the DNA since like the first quarter of the business.
While mentorship has been part of Crown Affair since the beginning, Dianna's role within the company has continued to evolve.
Let's talk about making this transition from being founder and CEO and then transitioning out of the CEO role. Why did you make that decision?
So when I started the business, I was founder and CEO. I was in every single email. It was really important for me to bring in incredible leaders early on in the business. A lot of founders were like, I can't believe you gave up the CEO role. There's so much ego in that role. That transition was so important to me. And it also required a lot of self-work. It's the best decision I've ever made. And that's not just an emotional feeling, it's also in the numbers. The business has been thriving since I've been out of every little detail.
Today, Crown Affair products can be found on Sephora shelves nationwide. And for anyone hoping to build something of their own, Dianna's advice is simple.
I had a Google Doc. I needed thought partners. And that was my friend who was a bioengineer and chemist. That was my friend who was a graphic designer that I worked at a previous role with. People want to support what they're a part of creating. So if you have that Google Doc or you have that idea, go grab coffee with someone that you think can help you keep building that idea, because that's what's going to keep you moving. It's so hard to do this alone. You have to wake up every single day and just be like, I'm going to move this 1 inch forward. It is a stamina game. You just have to keep showing up.